Hello everyone and welcome to our fourth English lesson. So this is our second grammar session and we're going to be looking at descriptive language, in particular looking at expanded noun phrases, you might call them two-way sentences, and similes. So, expanded noun phrases, well, why do we use them? Well, when we read, we use the information within the text to create our own mind movie. Now, if the author's included description, it helps us to add the details to our mind movie so we can imagine what's going on, just as the author intended it to be. We use adjectives to add description to nouns, that's naming words. So, for example, huge pyramid. Huge is the adjective, pyramid is the name of the thing, it's the object, it's a noun. What happens if we don't use description? Well, I've got here, the pharaoh walked into the temple. So, just for a little bit of extra grammar, the subject of the sentence is the pharaoh, the verb is walked, and the object, what he's going into, is the temple. Determinants are the, and into is a preposition. Now, the subject of this sentence, the pharaoh, it's vague. My apologies, I don't know why I've written it like that, but it's generally vague. It tells us very little. We just know it's a pharaoh. Okay, we don't know which pharaoh, don't know what the pharaoh's like. The object of this sentence, the temple, is again very, very general. It doesn't tell us a great deal about the temple. So imagine that the author intended for the temple to be a horrible place. The cautious, worried pharaoh walked into the dark, gloomy temple. Now, without description, you might be forgiven for imagining the confident, strong pharaoh walked into the well-lit, colourful temple. So in both cases, it's a pharaoh walking into a temple, but the scenes are very, very different from one another. This is why we need description. So two-way sentences, you've seen this before. So it is adjective, comma, adjective, noun. So the example here, the glamorous, comma, intelligent princess kissed the grotesque, comma, warty frog. So glamorous and intelligent are adjectives and they describe the noun, which is princess. They're separated by a comma. The grotesque and warty are adjectives that describe the noun, the frog. Again, grotesque and warty separated by a comma. So two adjectives and a noun. So Anubis, god of the dead. So pause the video and try and mind map, write down as many descriptive words you can think of to describe the god Anubis. Pause now, off you go. So here are a few that I came up with. Silent, jackal-headed, magical, fearsome, powerful. I mean, I'm sure there are many other examples, but I'm sure you can manage that yourselves. So taking that information from our mind map, I need a sentence. So Anubis gathered the souls of the dead. So I've underlined the noun. So Anubis, souls, and dead, they are nouns. They're objects. They're things in this sentence. Now to add adjectives, I'm going to follow adjective, comma, adjective, noun. So I've already decided to expand, to create an expanded noun phrase, a two-way sentence on Anubis. So powerful, comma, silent Anubis gathered the souls of the dead. Now the reason I didn't do the other two is it would become a very long, cumbersome sentence. But again, you can see I've got an expanded noun phrase there because powerful and silent describe the god Anubis. Pause now and see whether you can think of some of your own. So, looking at similes, another way of adding descriptive detail to our writing. So it's comparing nouns to something else. So it's as at or like at. So similes contain as at or like at. They compare one thing to another. So for example, here, we have got the flames were as fierce as tigers hunting for their prey. The exploding bomb was like a bubbling volcano. Now, the only word of warning for this is make sure that what you're comparing it to is suitable and appropriate. Okay? So, for example, if it was somebody who was incredibly strong and powerful, you wouldn't compare them to a mouse. If it was somebody who was really speedy and really quick, you would not compare them to a sloth or a badger. Okay, so make sure that what you're comparing it to actually matches, that they've got the same characteristics. So using similes, first look back at our stem sentence, Anubis gathered the souls of the dead. So I've changed this now, so Anubis gathered the souls of the dead, which floated like mist around the tomb. So I'm comparing the souls to mist, okay? Hence the simile. I'm using like, so it's like mist around the tomb, there's like. I've also got another one with an as in there. So Anubis, standing tall as a statue, gathered the souls of the dead. Again, a simile added to the sentence. So all I want you to do for your task today is to have a go at this. Your adjective bank is where you mind map all of your adjectives and information about Anubis. Got some keywords there at the bottom: Anubis, afterlife, mummification, embalming, soul, dead, jackal, and sarcophagus. And what I want you to do is have a go at writing some two-way sentences of your own and some simile sentences of your own based on the information in that text. Good luck. See you later. Bye-bye.